So let's just settle into our meditation posture. Good morning, Jessie. And we're just waking up here in San Anselmo. So you probably hear some birds in the background. So however it is you're turning up this morning, just know that it's all completely fine. You know, your meditation doesn't have to be anything other than what it actually is right now. So if you are sitting at your desk, have your feet flat on the floor. Feel the weight of the legs in your ankles and your feet be on top of your sits bones. Shoulders are aligned with the hips. And just here's a really good opportunity to try and lengthen the spine. So if you can just imagine this first visualization is a string of pearls of light, just lengthening. And then really try and put some space in between those vertebrae and those discs. Generally, when we wake up in the morning, I understand that the discs have kind of expanded as we're sleeping. We're not putting any weight. Gravity isn't kind of compressing us, but throughout the day, we get a little bit shorter. But just lengthen. And very gently tip your head forward. A little bit of length in the back of the neck. So you're just hinging, at the very top of the neck. Eyes are down, looking upon along the length of the nose if they were open. Relax the jaw. Bring your awareness to the crown of the head and relax your scalp, the forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the mouth, back of the head, around the occipital bone. Relax the shoulders, the throat, the chest, the belly, and all of your limbs. And bring the mind to the breath. And just notice the sensations of the air as you're inhaling and exhaling. Be aware of the sounds in your environment and try not to follow those sounds. And then just notice what's arising in the mind. The stories, the busyness. And then just for a moment, try not to follow. Just allow them to arise, and you could even put them on something. We've been looking at clouds, lotuses. You might want to just imagine popping some of your thoughts into a helium balloon and just letting it go. We can't get rid of thinking, but we can change what it is we do habitually run towards. Particularly if those habits are not serving us very well. We can learn to see what's there, catch it, decide whether it is something that we want to follow, process it, and then just let it go. So remember to breathe, take a nice deep breath, and think of all the people of your life, your friends, your loved ones, the ones that annoy you, and then there's our strangers, and imagine they could all change place at any time. And then it's good to remember they're all equal. Their wish to be happy, their wish to be free from suffering and having this extraordinary capacity for Buddhahood. So we'll do our meditation today for all these people. Then also think, particularly as this is ongoing, this situation, there's seems to be some fires everywhere, like they're evacuating the western part of Canada. There's a hurricane moving up the southern coast. We have these people in Maui completely devastated. But I was telling everyone last night there's a banyan tree there and there's flesh in the branches. But the arborist described it as being in a coma. So he thinks they're doing their best. They're offering the tree tea and a lot of water, compost and mulch. And they're just going to wait. They're leaving its little leaves because it says the burnt leaves, because it acts as an umbrella to protect it from the sun. So they're just going to wait. They say it probably will take 3 to 6 months. So this is a real beacon of hope for the people there. So try and keep all of those people in your heart as we do this meditation this morning. So I will share this image. All right, I'm going to share this image of Tara. There we are. Okay, there she is. So you can imagine you have Buddha Tara in front of you. So this is a metal statue painted gold. And I think part of that is to help give us the impression of light, maybe, but they've also, in Nepal, they all have this thing about wanting to offer gold to the holy body. So our Tara is going to be made of light, radiant, green, a light body. She can be in front of you, maybe 6 to 8 feet away at the level of your forehead. She's sitting on a multicolored lotus. Her left foot is drawn in and her right foot out, resting on its own little multicolored lotus. And the left foot drawn in indicates this complete and effortless control over her desire energy. And her right foot out indicates her willingness and her capacity to get up and act for sentient beings. And often she's referred to as the wish-fulfilling Buddha. She represents the quick capacity, female, to cut through the obstacles and to get things done and to make us all blissful. So imagine Tara youthful, radiant and full of energy and bliss. She wears colored silken garments. Perhaps you can think of them as dakini cloth. And she's wearing jewelry on her crown. She has a 5-pointed crown around her neck, her ears, her arms, her wrists, fingers, around her waist, her ankles, and her toes. And so imagine also, if you wish, this is the manifestation of your teacher's mind here in this form for your benefit. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Tara, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. So this little section is called Receiving Blessings. We start with a little bit of purification. So we'll do one chakra at a time. We're going to do 3 chakras. So starting with the body, imagine Lama Tara sends powerful, blissful white light from the Om at her brow chakra. And this enters your brow and completely fills you. And imagine that all your problems and sufferings and heaviness of body are purified by this light, and all the harm that you have ever done to any living being with this body and all infinite past bodies is also purified and eradicated completely. Not one atom left as we recite the mantra. Om Tare Tutare Ture Soham. 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 Now imagine light coming again, and this time your body has become a blissful light body, just like Tara's, indestructible. Just like it will be when we all attain the deity's body, the Sambhabakaya. And imagine it's not possible to ever harm others, other sentient beings, other human beings with this body, only to benefit. Om tare ture soha. 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 Now imagine Tara sending red light from the R at her throat chakra to your throat. And this purifies all the problems of speech. Inappropriate speech, you know how we kind of blurt out things. Useless speech, again, blurting out things, not caring really whether anyone who hears it wants to hear it. Uncontrolled speech, again, angry, criticizing people, and this inability, we sometimes find ourselves not able to express ourselves appropriately. And then all the harm we've ever done to any living being with our speech of this life and infinite past lives, imagine, totally purified, eradicated by this blissful red light, not one atom left. Om tare ture soha. 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 And the light comes again. Except this time, imagine you're full of the blissful, perfect, compassionate wisdom, appropriate speech of Lamatara, such that whatever sound you utter is necessarily beneficial to any living being who hears it. And all of this, imagine, just think to yourself, this is my potential. So feel really full of this powerful speech energy. Om tare tutare ture soham. 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 Now mind, and imagine this time Lamatara sending powerful beams of blue like the sky, from the blue hum at her heart chakra. When this enters your heart, and imagine all the unhappiness of your mind, any confusion, arrogance, anger, jealousy, pride, resentment, hurt, anxiety, self-hate, grudges. All of this is totally purified. And all the delusions, including the root delusion, ego grasping, which are the cause of all of our own suffering and why we harm others, is totally eradicated by the powerful blue light, not one atom left. Om tare tutare ture soham. 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 Now imagine the blue light coming again. And this time feel full of the blissful, omniscient, compassionate mind of Lamatara. And think to yourself, this is my potential. Om tare tutare ture soham. 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 Now imagine the three lights coming from Lamatara's three chakras, and at the same time, they penetrate all of your three places, this time feeling that even the subtlest stains of all delusion are completely eradicated. Not one atom left. So feel very blissful as you recite the mantra. Om tare tutare ture soham. 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 So stay in this blissful state for just a little minute, concentrating on being one with the energy of Mother Tara. And now imagine Lama Tara's lotus dissolving up into her body, and her little foot lotus dissolving up into her foot, into her leg and her body. And then she comes to the crown of your head and faces the same way as you, a couple of inches above. And out of her wish to become one with your mind, remember this is also your teacher's mind, she dissolves into green light and melts into you through your crown and merges with your body, your speech, and your mind. And think now, I am one with Lamatara's holy body, holy speech, and holy mind, and feel very blissful. and think, now I am Tara. Or maybe I should lead all of these sentient beings to enlightenment. And imagine right in front are your enemies, to the left your friends, and to the right and everywhere else all the rest of sentient beings, the strangers above, below, left, right, behind, and in front, pervading all of space. And think they're all the same. They all want happiness. They don't want suffering. And they all possess Buddha nature. So imagine from your heart millions and millions of tiny green taras, light taras, emanate out, entering the friends, the enemies, and the strangers equally, taking away their suffering and giving them everything they need and transforming them into their own Tara. And imagine this, really, really want this as we recite the mantra again. Om Tare Tutare Tore Soham. 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 And imagine all these transformed taras absorb back into you, enhancing your own tara nature. Let's just dedicate all the merit, all the positive energy we've created doing this purification to all those beings of our life, and particularly all those people in Hawaii, all the people in Canada, because there's some people in Spain as well. I don't know, it seems to be fire everywhere. So anyway, just think of all the beings who are experiencing fire, the effects of fire. So our own Barbara she said the smoke up where she is right now in Bend is very hazardous. So she's having difficulty up there. So keep her in mind as well. Okay, everybody. Lots of love. Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing some of you this evening. Okay, thank you.